Full moon in Cancer, January 3rd, 2026, first full moon of this year. Hey, I'm Yoshi, I'm a holistic astrologer, and this is your invitation for this full moon in Cancer video, when I will be talking about practical astrology without the jargon. I support sensitive minds to find their truth, power, and feel that they can make their decisions exactly how they want to. If you feel like that is something for you, please subscribe and leave a comment. And if you would like to have a reading with me, check the description below. Okay, let's begin. Full moon in Cancer has a reputation of being emotionally charged. And yes, it's true. But this time we might feel those overwhelming emotional responses, not only from us but also from other people, few days before, because this full moon itself supposed to be a relief. It's supposed to be a culmination of something which we started in June 2025, and with all supporting aspects, especially Jupiter, it's a happy culmination. We might see not necessarily the results, but we might see the endings, which are giving us relief, which are giving our sense of satisfaction. And if you are Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you might have this feeling that you are very often misunderstood, because the stereotypically Cancer is just soft and needs to hide, and it relies only on emotions. And yes, it's a master of emotions, but is not naturally over emotional when can have time for themselves, when can have time to integrate what is happening. And with this full moon, if you were able to give yourself time and space to process what was happening, not only in the last days, in the last months, or maybe even in the last years, because Cancer is our past. If you gave yourself space to experience those emotions, you might have beautiful experience of the full moon, which is showing you what mastering of allowing emotions in your life can mean for you. Cancer doesn't have to be overly emotional. It's a zodiac sign which is connected, like all zodiac signs, to another one, and it's a Capricorn. Full moon in Cancer is always happening during Capricorn season, when many planets, like now, are in this grounded, solid energy. They are absolutely connected to each other, not by a mistake. We need to understand our emotional being to be able to create something bigger. This is what Capricorn is about. And with this full moon, which is happening so early during the year, you might experience both emotions and structure. Your introverted being with seeing that it's creating something good for you in tangible reality. If in the days before the full moon you came to the moment of being like, I cannot do it anymore, that's good, because you have a clarity. And also, because it's still energy of 2025, it's a calling to not bringing things which we don't want, don't need, which we are not able to carry with us anymore. And Cancer is helping to do it. Your dreams in the last days, they could be very meaningful, and this time I mean you might touch some subjects in your subconsciousness, which are, even those subjects are even not from your life, they might be from your ancestors. You can believe it or not, but we carry DNA from the people who are here before of us, and DNA is actually sensitive to the experience. Some situations which supposed to not be so triggering to you, especially those ones related to safety, they actually are triggering something very deep in you. Venus, Mars in Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn. Adult choices. if things related to money and love, yes, they are connected, or just in relationship, because yes, Venus is this feminine aspect and Mars is this masculine aspect, if they are the most important right now for you, choose what's responsible, maybe a little bit boring, but responsible, and follow with it, because even if right now it's emotional, it will calm down quite soon. Other suggestion is to make your life a little bit simpler, and because of the Saturn influence, if you can limit your financial expenses, that would be good for you. I think it would be good for many of us because of like obviously like Christmas, festive season, holidays, spending. Right now, if you can make your life a bit more simple and appreciate those simple things a little bit more, also your nervous system will be quite glad, because you don't really need to go for another, shopping mall, like, you know what I mean? Less, but with a bit more meaning, can give you way more right now. During Capricorn season, this soft energy of Cancer start to make more sense, because Capricorn is the achiever, the one who wants to have goals and follow the plan and structure. But if we are doing just this, especially right now in the beginning of the year, if we think that we are beginning this year with some crazy plan how we'll change everything, we can experience quick burnout if we will not take care of our roots. And I don't mean right now roots related to our family or place where we are from, but our grounding, our emotional being in our body and feeling of safety. And with this feeling of safety, especially when we are achieving something bigger, we are coming to another question. I think the biggest question, which I already mentioned here, is what safety means for you. We can look at it from both perspectives. Perspective of Capricorn Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars. That would be safety, which is coming from the structure, financial safety, having a prestigious job position. That's safety, the Capricorn one. But safety for Cancer is to have connections which are giving you sense of not only belonging but being truly accepted. Is learning how to work with your emotions to give them space. Those soft skills. And this time, luckily, we don't need to choose one over another. It's seeing the reality when we are not going into mode of like overly stressed response to the things which are happening around us in the world, like social media or literally where we live, not going into these things which we have no control over, and learning how to be grounded in it with our emotions and give ourselves some softness and space. But not only that, but also to have a plan. That's a Capricorn. And in some neighborhoods you don't need to lock the door, and in other neighborhoods it's wise to invest a good alarm and camera system, all those things. Assessing your life, is it an English word? Looking at your life with common sense. What do you need to be safe? What you can take control over? It's Capricorn season response and influence. And how can you take care of yourself to feel safe anyway? Because you could create the most safe environment for yourself, but still be so fragile inside that everything will be doing very unpleasant things to you. How this full moon can look in real life? I think quite beautiful. I hope it for all of us. One option is that you will see that some of your habits which you were hoping which you were hoping that they will be part of your life just a few months ago, they are actually part of your life, and you can do those things without pushing. And just seeing that something is easier for you and it was important, it was your goal, means that you need to follow and you need to continue, because it's your identity right now. You might forget how much you achieved in 2025, and this full moon might remind you. Another option is that you experienced in last few days being very sensitive and being overstimulated because of any reasons. They might be absolutely not easy to understand, because Cancer is connected to the moon, is intuitive energy. Those things are like not really, they are more psychic sometimes about the collective experience even. And you might see that you are not reacting in this emotional way for a long time, that you are not suppressing, but you are quite calm quickly, and it's also without a real effort. And those experiences, when from one side something become your second nature, and from other also it become your second nature, this is the experience of, yes, emotional development and also development in this earthy reality, when what are we doing daily or weekly becomes our normal life. And I wish you that this full moon will show you how much you changed in the last months. Coming back to the safety aspect, because of many reasons, most of us doesn't feel so safe. World doesn't feel safe, and it's on our side to find ways how we will still live our life. Doesn't matter what is happening around. I will give you 2 practices which are not related to positive mindset, because this full moon is actually not asking you to be delusional. Again, this Capricorn beautiful season is telling you, like, look at the reality, how reality is, but do your thing to feel good in it. Then those 2 simple practices. First one is reconnect with nature. Even during winter, you can go for a walk and you can look at whatever you can see there, at naked trees, at the sky, at anything which is connecting you to the nature. Because when we are in nature, we are our true human expression. We are not made to be locked in the buildings for most of our days and lives, looking at the screens and absorbing the informations which are coming from all over the world. Second practice, create. If you feel, especially if you feel unsafe, overwhelmed, find your way of putting it into creation. It could be, of course, painting, it could be singing, playing music, it could be doing those things, but also very Cancerian things. It could be baking, it could be cooking, it could be making something beautiful or practical in your own house. Creativity has so many options, and we don't need to be talented in any way. Why? Not only because it's just enjoyable, and not only because human nature is to create, it's also because when we are in the flow, we are not focused on things which are out of our control. And also because then in subconscious way we can remind ourselves that we are not helpless. We can do something here, even if it's not fighting with all those sources which are forces, not sources, forces which are making our reality unsafe. But we can create something in this reality. We are not only taking informations, we can do something which is maybe not the most practical always, but which is important, because creativity and art are important. Also about creation, because I almost forgot about it, is one of the way to process your emotions. I don't know how about you, but I have this habit which I'm working with, of scrolling and processing how I feel, what I think. It's not good for us. Like the dopamine, we know it. We can process our emotions through mindless, messy painting, drawing, doing those things. It's way more beneficial for us. So, what are you feeling right now? Let me know if you are more on this focus driven Capricorn side, or maybe you are in the softness of Cancer. And I didn't mention it much, but Cancer, it is about our roots. It is about the place where we live. Do you feel connected in some more spiritual way to your home, to the land? How is it for you? Because I think in moments when you feel unsafe, if we can connect deeper to our home, whatever it is, that doesn't have to be our family house, the safer we can feel. Or if we can remember that Cancer is also about people who came here before us, about our lineage, about the family. If you can think about the people who came here before you and they survived so many things, and you are here because of them, they were strong enough to help you to come to this planet. And one more thing, of course, is the end of one of those end of the years. We know, like, it's just not the most important end of the year, but still, are you leaving anything behind? Because I actually do. I will share in the comment what I want to leave behind and what I would like to invite more, and hear my little suggestion, because with this ending of the year and beginning, January is the time not for New Year resolution. It's time to carry what worked in the last year. It's time to ground this new habit, new routine, new behavior more. Let me know if you have something which worked and you want to master it in January. Thank you so much for being here, and see you next time. Bye!